What's up, everybody? I'm Sly, the movie guy, and here's my thoughts on the finale of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Episode 6, One World, One People. Definitely enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. Would I say it's better than like Episode 4 and 5? 4, 5, I think I like 5 a little bit more, but hey, I'm going to rewatch Episode 6 to make the full judgment. And man, it was satisfying. I wasn't disappointed by Episode 6. There's some elements I kind of was like, I kind of knew that, this and the other stuff, and some stuff was just very powerful, which I'll get into. But man, Episode 6, where do I begin, man? Starting off where we see the Flag Smashers attacking the people in the GRC. That was just something I was very interested in when the ending of Episode 5, where we see the Flag Smashers, what they were planning on doing. I was just so so excited to see what was going to happen, and Baxter involved. I was like, what's going to happen? And so, and how Falcon and Bucky, how they're going to stop them and stuff. And this episode was just nail biting, edge on your seat. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I was just like, oh man, what's happening? And the music build up. We see what the Flag Smashers doing, where they just telling people, getting the people out of the building and stuff like that. What they were planning on doing, their evil plan and stuff like that. It was just so intense, and episode definitely gets interesting when we see Sharon Carter shows up, but she was in disguise as she do that little thing what Black Widow did and Captain America Winter Soldier. When I saw that, I was just like, what? I'm like, oh, so she was just disguised. I'm like, they did what Black Widow was doing, that disguise in Captain America Winter Soldier. That put a smile on my face, because I was like, when is that? Because when I saw that in Winter Soldier, I was like, are they going to ever do that in the future of the MCU films? And they burned it back, and I was just like, whoa. So I couldn't believe that. And that was one of the big surprises I didn't expect. So it made it interesting, because especially if you had just Sharon Carter just show up, it would be like, okay, she showed up. But when she did that, I was like, okay, now this episode's going to get good. And I really love that part. And that scene, the total 20 minutes of it was just so good. It kind of makes it so intense on something like an action TV show or a movie or something that was made in the early 2000s. That type of vibe and stuff, and I really loved it. And or some in movies and TV shows in recent years and stuff, there's attacking people in the building, and now we see our heroes have to save people from the building and stuff like that. It was just so good. I really loved it. And definitely love how when we see Falcon throws in the shield on one of the Flag Smashers in his new Captain America suit with the wings, which in my last video, I kind of speculated when he was looking in the briefcase that his suit's going to have wings, red, white, and blue with the Captain America star and stuff like that. I kind of said, I think that's what the suit's going to be, but if it's something else, hey, I love the surprise and stuff. But I kind of knew that he was going to have the suit like that, but it still was surprising when he came in like that. I was like, oh, this looks good. So I was like, I had a smile on my face just seeing him as a new Captain America. It was just something to see, man. Oh, and I love how he's trying to talk to the people, and then Baxter just kicks him and stuff and wanting to get in a battle. And I really love the exchanging words they say to each other. And Falcon makes a joke about French fries, which the Baxter speaks French, which is kind of funny. I thought it was clever, and then it was just good and stuff. And one of the elements I kind of wish, I won't say it's a disappointment, I was so excited to see them battle each other, but the battle just, they kind of kept cutting away. They showed the battle, but then cut away to the other stuff with Bucky and stuff like that, and Sharon Carter. I wish they gave us the full length of the action scenes with them, but I know this episode 48 minutes, so everybody gotta have at least some screen time. But man, I wish the battle they kind of give a little bit of more screen time of Falcon as new Captain America. They kept cutting away, and I was kind of can they give me more? Can they give me more? It was good. I'd say some scenes was really good with Falcon as Captain America. It was good. I just kind of wish it would kind of church out a little bit more. They gave a little bit more screen time with it. But hey, I just leave it as that. This episode still is good. Then what I love about this scene is just we see Bucky talking to Carly Morgenthau, as she's still doing her evil stuff as a flag smasher. He's telling her that you don't want to go to this route and stuff, and she's saying she like has to and stuff. And Bucky understands, trying to tell her, because he's been through it as Winter Soldier. He's been down that wrong path and stuff, so he kind of knows. And I thought that was very good. That was one of the elements I really loved in this episode. I thought that was really good because it kind of like you've seen this happen in movies before, where somebody's been on that path before, and then we see some person that's on the bad side, and the person trying to talk to him and stuff. The good guys try to say, "Hey, you don't want to go to this route," and stuff like that. I really like that. It worked for me. I thought that was one good elements. Then later on, we see John Walker comes in and starts trying to get revenge, like we expected from, if you've seen episode 5 like me, you kind of speculated that John Walker was up to something after his partner died in episode 4. So you kind of knew that this was going to happen and come to the play, because we seen him in episode 5 after the credits where he was making the Captain America shield, and we finally see him and stuff, and he's trying to get revenge and stuff, and we see him trying to get revenge, but then things kind of goes a little rowdy. He still kind of like gets beat up here and there and stuff. He's still battling and stuff, getting things done, battling the flag smashers and stuff. So it was very interesting seeing him come back to see what he was going to do and stuff with the revenge and stuff from his partner. So I kind of like, okay, this is interesting and stuff. So we see these flag smashers still like putting people in the police car and stuff, about like they were about to accomplish their mission and stuff like that. And it just got intense more, because when the people was in there, I was like, oh my goodness, what's gonna happen here and stuff. We see a lot of things. We see Falcon still fighting Baxter and stuff. Then him using his little red wing, flying around trying to get people out the airplane, the helicopters and stuff like that. Not airplanes, excuse me. Helicopters and stuff like that, saving people. We see him as Captain America. And it was just putting a smile on his face, seeing how he is as the new Captain America. Then we see the battle keeps going on with Bucky and John Walker as they fighting the flag smashers, and then a car is about to fall off this little building thing, whatever, and we see John Walker trying to pull it in, and we see him having some type of side effect or something was going on. Is it the serum that's making him act different? Because he was acting a little bit different as he was battling, so I was kind of curious what was happening to John Walker. Maybe in the later future we'll know and stuff, but we see him trying to pull the people in. The shield fall. We see him pulling the car in from the people that was in there, and the flag smash trying to stop him, and the car like about to fall off. And I was like, oh my, people's gonna die and stuff. Then we see the car stops from falling, and we see Falcon kind of pushing the car up, and I was like, when that happened, I was like, I think Falcon just saved people. It was just right there. So there's some things I kind of like. Okay, there's some things that was kind of predictable that I knew was going to happen. So when Falcon did that, it was nice to see. Don't get me wrong, I loved it. I think it was fantastic. I kind of like when I saw the car stop. I'm like, that's Falcon, and people's like, that's Falcon. And the guy said, no, that's Captain America. When the crowd had their phones and stuff. It was just so good. It reminded me of something from like the early 2000s, like Spider-Man, where people's like, hey, there's Spider-Man stuff. So like that, getting the crowd involved and stuff like that, it just brings back like with superhero stuff where we see crowd people talking about this superhero and stuff like that, which some superhero movies don't do that no more. But hey, this case, it worked for me, and I love that. It was definitely fantastic. Then we see Carly Morgenthau trying to run away and stuff, try to still like as the flag starts getting away, and now Falcon and Bucky and them are trying to like follow him and stuff. And then we see Sharon Carter square off with Carly Morgenthau and stuff. And this scene kind of give things like let us know like who was the power broker, and that was Sharon Carter. She was a power broker, if you remember in episode 3, where Bucky, Sam Wilson, and Zemo was trying to find out who was the power broker. This is the episode we finally figured out who was involved with the doctor and stuff that was creating a super soldier serum. She was involved the whole time. And I kind of was a little bit shocked, but then after seeing episode 5, when she was talking to Baxter, I'll kind of put those two things together like, okay, I kind of knew she was doing stuff behind the scenes after episode 5, but her as the power broker, I was like, wow. It definitely kind of like makes you think that makes sense now from episode 3 where she's been hiding and stuff when Falcon and them didn't know where she was at and stuff as she claimed she couldn't meet her families and stuff like that. I was just like, oh. Then she kills Baxter and then she gets shot by Carly Morgenthau. And then Falcon ends up fighting Carly Morgenthau, ends up trying to talk to her and stuff, and she wants to fight Falcon and stuff, and Falcon would not fight her, and we see that battle continues on. It definitely has some depth there, because if you seen like episode 4 and stuff where he was talking to Carly Morgenthau and stuff, you saw that relationship as they were talking and stuff. So it actually has some build up to it. So I really enjoy that, and it leads on to where Carly Morgenthau was about to kill Falcon and stuff with a gun, and then Sharon Carter shoots her and stuff. And I was just like, wow. Everybody that were making predictions kind of predicted that Carly Morgenthau was gonna die. I mean, I kind of was like, had Gerald this someone's gonna die in this episode, but the way it happened, I was kind of like, it kind of took me by surprise, because the episode was so good, because I kind of like forgot, but it kind of was like, you kind of knew she was gonna die in this episode. I mean, I don't know like if she was gonna like even go on episode 2 and stuff, but hey, it happened. I was just kind of like, wow. So, and then knowing that Sharon Carter's the power broker, so there's a lot of things that kind of like, okay, this is gonna happen. Then we see Falcon talking to like the people outside as he put Carly Morgenthau in that bed thing, or an emergency thing where she's dead and stuff, and they calling terrorists, and Falcon said don't call it terrorists and stuff like that. And this is where I say the powerful scenes where Falcon talks about himself as the new Captain America, him being a different race and stuff as Captain America, and how what he has to deal with and stuff, and how people look at him as Captain America with the shield. It just was so powerful. I felt that scene, and it makes it even more powerful when we see Isaiah Bradley just literally like seeing Falcon on TV as the new Captain America talking. It was just so powerful. It hits me right here, man. It was just so good. I really enjoyed it. Definitely was like the most like powerful scene in any of the episodes. I really enjoyed it. I'll be honest, I literally like rewinded. It was just so good. And I thought Anthony Mackie's performance was great in this episode. It was definitely fantastic. There was a lot of things good in this episode. Man, I just love that scene, and it just was just so powerful. It's just something that it just felt realistic on so many levels, and I just loved it. It was so perfect and stuff. After that, Bucky and John Walker captures the Flag Smashers, trying to send them to prison and stuff. And as they go in this police car, and the police car is driving, the car gets exploded, and then as that scene was going on, I was like, wait, that's Baron Zumo's butler. So he kills the Flag Smashers, and I was like, as that scene went on and it happened, I was just like, man, Baron Zemo, always having a plan and stuff. He's always ahead of it, and I was just like, man, Baron Zemo, man, this guy, I don't know how he do it, man. It was just crazy, and as we see him in prison and stuff, and as we hear the news talk about the Flag Smashers being destroyed, we see Baron Zemo smiling. He had a plan all along to kill the Flag Smashers. If you've seen episode 4, as he was trying to kill Carly Morgenthau, we knew what his plan was, to get rid of all the Flag Smashers, and he did it. Hey, with his butler, with the plan he had going on, when he talking to his butler as he was in like prison stuff. Hey, look, I don't know, but hey, his butler did something and stuff, so his mission is accomplished. I was just surprised by that. A little bit, I was like, I don't know. I said Baron Zemo kind of had planned to kill the Flag Smashers, but hey, I kind of like after when that scene happened, okay, it makes sense. He wanted to kill the flag smashers, and his butler got the job done. So that was one of the things I was kind of like I kind of like was it like kind of new, but then was kind of like surprised the way it happened and stuff in this episode. And that was just one of the things I thought the episode did good on. Then we see Julia Louis-Driver's character again after episode 5, her as this villain character, and with John Walker in a new costume as he have a new name as U.S. agent and stuff. Definitely something to look forward to in the future, because I don't know what's going to happen, what kind of evil stuff they have planned, they're going to do and stuff. It's very interesting. I mean, seeing them together, I'm just like, what's going to happen for season 2? I've heard there was a rumor that there's going to be like a Captain America 4. Don't know if that's like confirmed or not, but I've heard that I've seen it like on the internet and stuff. So I don't know. It's something to look forward to. Don't know what's going to happen, man. I just when that particular scene, I was just like, okay, this is something interesting. Can't wait to see it. Then later on, we see Falcon meets Isaiah Bradley once again and stuff. And Isaiah Bradley talks about him. You did good, man, and stuff like that. On all the stuff where you done as Captain America and stuff. And it was just fantastic. I just love that scene. And the scene gets even more better as we see Isaiah Bradley goes to this Captain America exhibit as Falcon told him, I want to show you something. And we see... as the scene was going on, we see Isaiah Bradley walking and stuff, seeing a statue, which really surprised me because when that scene was going on, I was like, what's going to happen when Falcon said that? And as we see the statue and stuff like that of him, I was just like, oh my, this is crazy, man. Wow, I couldn't believe it. I was smiling and I was just like, is this really happening? And Falcon, when he gives Falcon a hug and stuff, it was just, it's like Isaiah Bradley finally have like earned his respect and stuff as a soldier and stuff. And it was just so powerful because if you've seen like episode 2 and then the episode 5, the stuff he was talking about as him as a soldier and stuff in episode 2, where they don't even like remember him, and how he was talking to Falcon in that powerful scene in episode 5. All those 2 episodes, it was just so good, and those 2 episodes were just so much like a great build up to this last episode, and it just hit me right here, and I was just like, yes, they did so well with this, man. It actually made me tear up. I mean, just seeing Isaiah Bradley just like hugging Falcon and stuff, it was just so good. It was fantastic. I mean, Isaiah Bradley, man, it was I could easily watch that scene over and over again. There were so many powerful scenes, man. Oh man, I couldn't believe this. It was just so good. And and this episode ended off right. It's just so good. Be seeing Falcon and the families and stuff, taking pictures and stuff. It was just so heartwarming. The last few minutes of this episode were just so good and so powerful that I just loved every second of it. It just, after the battle stuff, we get to the most powerful scenes and stuff. Then all the other stuff that was all in there. It just, that Isaiah Bradley stuff was just so good. It was just probably one of the best stuff in this season, man. I just loved it. I mean, I could easily watch the Isaiah Bradley stuff any day. Episode 2 and 5 and this was just so good. Then later on, after the credits, we see Sharon Carter and stuff is part of the CIA now. She's now like part of it, and now she's into the secret stuff of the government stuff. Now she can like branch out stuff, and now she's like the power broker. Now things are getting interesting, because now she's now into the stuff where now she can see the secret stuff, and now things can get a lot crazy now. A lot of chaos stuff going on. Wow. And I'm just like, uh-oh. This can't be good, because now she's getting deeper into the government stuff now. It's not a good thing because now she's doing stuff that's evil and stuff. What she has planned to do, I don't know. It Season 2, Captain America 4. Let me know what's gonna happen. I need to know. I'm just so anxious. I'm going to be impatient. I need to know what's gonna happen. And she gets on the phone after she leaves. After they give her like the CIA role, I was just like, uh-oh. She comes on the phone. It just leaves a cliffhanger. I don't know when they're gonna bring it out. Kevin Falcon, can you bring it out now? So this is crazy. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's something to look forward to, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about the finale of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Let me know all that in the comment section down below. I'm very curious of your thoughts and opinions. I don't know what to say, man. This is so much that you could like speculate and predict what's gonna happen in the future. It's so much. I just wanna I wish it came out now, season 2 or film, whatever. But hey, like I said, let me know in the comment section down below. And that's pretty much it. And as always, if you like this video, click thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, click subscribe and the bell button for more future content. That's why I can see you next time on Slide the Movie Guy. Peace.